right, we are now just 29 days away from the opening day kickoff of the 2023 NFL season. Anticipation is still on 10. And ladies and gentlemen, we are live and in color coming to you from the YouTube sports community, man. We are one of the most popular podcasts in the world today. We are the Real Sports Podcast, and welcome to another episode of Sports to Talk About. As the podcast panel about to bring it, they're going to bring some of that NBA and NFL news to you, opinions and facts and all that good entertainment and stuff. And at the end of the show, man, we will have an NBA trivia showdown as the new Real Sports NBA trivia champion, four-time champ, the Wall Dog, Wall Street. He's putting his title on the line against the Deuce. Ooh, the plot thickens. The plot thickens, man. So we got a good show for you guys, man. We got a good show, man. And we won't be before you long tonight, but we will bring you some entertainment tonight right here on the Sports Podcast. I love that intro, boy. I'm ready now, fellas. I'm in the game, coach. Yeah, boy, we're in the game. All right, man. Thank you so much for being here with us on this Tuesday night, wherever in the world you are right now. Right now, man. You guys go ahead, man, and do us a favor and hit that thumbs up for us. Let's get this thing started, man. Hit this thumbs up for us. And it's your first time laying your eyes and ears on us for the very first time, man. Hit that subscribe button. Trust me, hit that subscribe button, man. Turn on that bell for all notifications. It will let you know every time we go live. Follow us on Twitter, a.k.a. X. Man, they need to change that back to Twitter.
X. Go ahead and buy it, host. You can change the name back.
Don't sound good promoting it. X. What is X? What is it? X. I don't get that, bro. I don't know. X. Well, follow us on it. Follow us on it, man. And also, man, join our sports group on Facebook, man, the Real Sports Group. And I believe, Mr. President, we're about a month away from kickoff, getting that started in the beginning of the 2023 Real Sports Group Fantasy Football League. Is that right, Mr. President?
Yes, sir. The draft goes down September 3rd.
September the 3rd, that man says. September 3rd, the commissioner of that Fantasy Football League. So you guys might want to go to Real Sports Group, man, and sign up. And make sure.
We out of seats, host.
Huh? You out of seats?
We out of seats.
Oh, damn.
All 12 seats done filled up, man. We fully booked.
We sold out. Damn.
Yes, sir.
Yeah. You move your feet, you lose your seat. It is what it is, man. Well, that's good, man. It's good to hear. So, man, we will find out in a matter of months who will be that very, very first Real Sports Fantasy Group. Fantasy Group. Real Sports Group Fantasy Football League champion. All right, man. We start running my mouth here, man. Without a further ado, please allow me to introduce you guys, man. I got three of the most talented guys right here, man. I got Damian Carter right down there. I got 3 of the most talented guys in the whole YouTube sports community, man. They are the Real Sports Podcast. They are my friends. They are my brothers. And now let's just start with the man. Let's start with Jacob the Jeweler himself, the man with all the rings. Jacob the Jeweler himself, the man with all the rings. I'm telling you, waving the terrible towel up in Pittsburgh, representing the Steel City. And they are the six-time Super Bowl champion of the Pittsburgh Steelers, led by quarterback Kenny Pickett. Ladies and gentlemen, it's a good day to be him. It's the Deuce.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Hey, it's easy. It's easy to be Deuce sometimes, bro. I mean, you know, you're Steeler fan, you're Gator fan, just LeBron coming in. What can people say? Unless they Raiders fan. You know what I'm saying? Unless you're a Raider fan, you ain't got nothing to say. And then it's hate at that point. So how you doing, Mr. President? I ain't seen you.
Speaking of a man, the president of the Real Sports Group, part of the 3-time Super Bowl champion, the Silver and Black Attack, the Las Vegas Raiders. That man wears his shield proudly. Las Vegas Raiders. And he also led by quarterback Jimmy Garoppolo, Jimmy G. Come on, boy. Jimmy G, baby. Jimmy G. He's Oklahoma State's alumni. He's the commissioner of the Real Sports Group Fantasy Football League. Mr. Commissioner, Mr. President, the man got all kind of names, but we know him by Young Mark.
You know, normally I'm the president and chief operating officer of the I Hate the Pittsburgh Steelers club, but today I'm singing a different tune, man. Colin Cowherd, I got mad respect for you, my man. But you shouldn't have disrespected a former Steeler quarterback like you did today, man. That was wrong.
What do you do?
So my man had a list of quarterbacks who he said cannot win a Super Bowl. And I'm going through the list. You know, I see my man Baker Mayfield on there. You know, I feel a little ways. But what really got me feeling the type of way was I look at the list, and this man had Dwayne Haskins on there.
What?
Dwayne Haskins, with all due respect, has unfortunately not been with us over a year.
Yeah. He should have did that.
I'm gonna assume it was a mistake by a staffer or something. But Colin, you gotta do better, man.
Yeah,
that's the one Steeler quarterback I won't let you disrespect.
Yeah, that's a fact, bro. He shouldn't do that.
I appreciate that, Mark.
Yeah.
Hey, man.
I know it wasn't for me, but I appreciate it.
Hey, man, Colin's my hero, man. He's my mentor, bro. Love that dude, though, man. I love it. Love that dude, man. But it was dumb on that. That was dumb.
Ironically enough, Deuce, what number did Dwayne Haskins wear when he was a member of the Steelers?
R.I.P. to Haskins, man. R.I.P.
For real.
Last
I'm defending
least,
the Steelers. Man. What's going on?
Word. That's why I say when you came on, I'm like, you all right, bro? You all right? Last but not least, represent America's team. We them boys. We them boys down in the AT&T Stadium. And they are the 5-time Super Bowl champions, led by head coach Mike McCarthy, Super Bowl winning coach Mike McCarthy. He is the Real Sports NBA trivia champion. The Wall Dog do not cross the street. My fishing partner, Wall Street.
Yeah, what's up, host? You know, host, I got people taking subliminal shots at my boys. Haters all directions, host. But we all good, though. You know what we're going to do this year.
Let's go, Cowboys.
Go, boys.
The boys. Okay, what we got going on?
Hey, Street, are you confident enough in your boy to draft him in the fantasy league this year?
Who, Dak Prescott?
Yes, sir. You gonna make him your starter this year?
Well, you know, I don't put my heart into the fantasy league. You know, I got more logic when it comes.
There you go. Yeah, what you supposed to, bro?
Boo.
There you go,
A
bro.
very political answer there.
Yeah.
That really was, bro.
Yeah.
That was a
Super
Dak Prescott
political, bro.
answer.
That was, yeah.
Super political, bro. Super political.
Cuz I can't. Hey,
Word.
yeah.
And last but not least, man, I know the champ is last, but I'm bringing him on in here, man. He's the flyest man in the land. Down in the bayou, representing one-time Super Bowl champion. They're the New Orleans Saints. 504 is in the building. The flyest man in the land. GC. GC, what's happening, baby?
You gotta talk to me nice today, man. You know what it is. You know,
Boo.
The regular season champ is here.
Yeah.
what happened?
And
Come
Mr.
on,
Fantasy
man.
Football champ.
People down there getting suspended. You know, I done fighting people in the clubs and all this
Oh,
carrying
they're
on that.
kicking. Boy, they call them punters, boy. They call them New Orleans punters.
Come on, man.
Starting out behind the 8 ball.
Yo, you see that Facebook joint that said, just kick it. I was like, oh, man, they going hard. They going hard on the Saints, bro.
Hey,
Philly, what up, boy?
they can feel how they feel.
Word.
You
Tell
gotta
them, bro.
come
Tell
to the dome. I will come see you.
They can do some
Y'all
win the
coming in
title.
Charlotte today, Monday
for the
Night Football.
985. Yeah. All right, Deuce.
See it?
985, baby. There she go. What's up, girl?
What up,
Miss
little
Joan. Miss Joan.
You know, we practically own Charlotte, right? You know?
Hold on now, Phil G. Don't get
He coming at you hard, ain't it? What's up with your Rob Will?
Robert.
What's
my
up
boy.
with your Robs?
The guy.
Robs, man. What's up, Robs? Said GC, my boy.
Bro,
Robert-
time, you know what it is.
Cowboy fan, correct?
What happened?
Rob Will?
Yeah.
Nah, he a Saints fan.
Yeah.
Oh, Rob Will. He down in the bayou.
He a diehard Saints fan too.
No, we everywhere, host. We everywhere.
You ain't lying, boy. Boy, we went to Q's cookout, bro. Good Lord. It was surrounded by Cowboy fans, bro.
The cook was
Holy
That's
smoke.
That sounds like a bad combo. I'm not gonna lie.
I was over there getting treatment over there by the cook. He was
I'm
giving
not
me
gonna lie. Cowboys
Right.
fans usually good on the grill and on the pot, man. I can't lie about that. And Cowboys
Yo,
fans,
Hey, I'm living proof of it, dude.
they usually know their
Bro.
way around the kitchen, bro. I
Yeah,
can't
he
lie
was
about
doing his
that.
thing, bro. Shout out to brother-in-law, Q. Man, brother-in-law was good, boy. He was doing
Oh
his
man,
thing.
we know Cowboys. A lot of y'all parents are Cowboys.
Bro, let me tell you something, man.
Deuce ain't never lied, bro.
Man, Q had burgers,
Not in my family.
ribs,
I don't think I got one
shrimp
in my family.
salad, chicken, sausage. Man, when I was about to leave, bro, his brother-in-law said, man, you about to leave? I said, yeah, I got to go. It's about 9 o'clock. Man, he said, man, I'm just getting the pot ready. Grease with the fish. I said, cow.
I threw down.
Yeah, bro, we took some food up, bro.
That's how you get me. You cooking some fish?
Yeah, bro. He cooked fish. I said, bro, you want to do this when I leave, bro? Really? but we had a good time, bro. Surrounded by Cowboys fans. Talking about sitting in the stadium. I said, oh, my God.
I feeling at home. I felt at home. home away from home, baby.
No doubt, man. No doubt. Streets, no doubt, man.
Yeah.
All right, man. We're going to get this show popping, man. Again, man, you guys go ahead and hit that thumbs up while you're there. I mean, you know, we're going to do our thing anyway, so you might as well go and do it. Hit that thumbs up, man. Hit that thumbs up. Let's jump into some good old. Oh, no, let's start there. Let's go NBA. And NBA, the NBA basketball. Actually, the Basketball Hall of Fame is this Saturday, and it's headlined by Dirk Nowitzki and Dwayne Wade. But tonight we're gonna honor and talk about Dirk Nowitzki tonight. Dirk Nowitzki, NBA champion, former MVP. Dirk Nowitzki. Dirk Nowitzki's journey from Germany to Dallas to the Hall of Fame. The MVP champion and 14-time All-Star, shared thoughts on his iconic career before his Hall of Fame induction on Saturday, August 12th. His shot became his signature. That signature became a statue. It's planted there now for the long term. Emblematic of Dirk Nowitzki himself, who came to the Dallas Mavericks a quarter century ago and never left. And his statue in white bronze, 24 feet high, on the right wing of Victory Plaza outside the American Airlines Center. Nowitzki is immortalized in the shooting form that earned him so many of his 35,223 points, regular and postseason. It earned him a bevy of admirers too, among peers and rivals like Kobe Bryant, Kevin Durant, and LeBron James, who adopted the big German sharpshooter's one-legged fadeaway as both a tactic and a homage. The Dirk, as that shot has been dubbed, is here to stay, both as a weapon, the equivalent of what Abdul-Jabbar did with his skyhook. One opposing coach said the other day, both odd and irritated by his effectiveness, and as a tribute, frozen in time, the distillation of 21 seasons and 1,667 games logged into the NBA with the only NBA team he ever played for. One city, one franchise. Only one Hall of Famer, John Stockton, who ever played more, which was 1,686 games. I'm going to stop there, man. GC, Dirk Nowitzki, finally, he is going into the Hall of Fame this Saturday, man. Any good memories or good talk about good old 41 for Dallas?
I mean, dude's gonna think I'm hating, but I was cheering for them against LeBron in that series. But yeah, I mean, we're talking about a guy like this iconic. Just listen. We knew the time was coming. It's inevitable. The shot only got blocked maybe under 10 times his whole career. Like,
Facts.
you're putting all your effort into blocking that shot. You're talking about somebody who's going to get theirs. He's going to go to the same spot for 4 quarters and leave with 40. And you just have to deal with it.
Yep. That is true.
Hey, that's a man right there.
That's a fact. That's a fact, man. The Dirt. That's funny calling it the Dirt, because that's what we were saying when we was doing it. The Dirt. That's what you're doing it by. All right, Mr. President, Dirk Nowitzki. Dirk Nowitzki made it.
I'm happy for him, man. I have a love-hate relationship with Dirk. Definitely think he's one of the best players that ever played a game. I definitely admire his skills, but like my man Deuce, I was rooting for LeBron that year in the finals to bring it home, and Dirk broke my heart. And I can't even tell you the countless battles he and I had on 2K, because I always make a power forward back in the day when I would play 2K. So I always had to be matched up against Dirk whenever we played the Mavericks. And like GC said, man, that shot was unblockable even on 2K. Like, you could have all the defensive badges you wanted. Your defensive prowess could be out of this world.
Word.
They put you in the animation, you know he gonna make the shot every time. So one time he actually, and I can't believe I'm admitting this in front of the world, but one time that man dropped 62 on me in a game of 2K.
God,
I could not do a dang thing, man. So on that regard, I kind of got some ill will to him, but not really though. He's definitely a great ambassador for the game of basketball. You never heard anything negative about him in the news, and in today's day and age of celebrity, it's kind of hard to come by. So definitely salute to him, and I'm happy to see him getting his flowers this weekend.
Word, man. Just saying, this is a quote, man. Watching him play, I remember thinking he's just getting better and better, said Hall of Famer Kevin McHale, one of the NBA's greatest power forwards, and he really changed things around the way the position is played. Dirk Nowitzki, Deuce.
Yeah, I have that same love-hate relationship with Dirk. I understand why GC would be cheering for him after he put Kevin Durant and the Thunder out in the conference finals right before that. So I would understand that. But yeah, man, Dirk was just one of those dudes, bro. Like they said, get to his spot. It's unguardable. I think it's the second most unguardable shot in all of basketball that we've ever seen, second to Kareem's skyhook. And it's a reason that other bad dudes took that shot and tried to, incorporate into their game. We're talking about, Kevin Durant, one of the greatest scorers we've ever seen, LeBron James, all-time leading scorer, and Kobe Bryant, just a bona fide killer, and all those guys took that shot and added it to their arsenal, to make them just that much more deadly, and I'm over here looking at those final stats from, that finals run, and he was just unstoppable, bro. I mean, he almost basically averaged a double-double, 26 and 10, right under 10, 9.7 boards, so he did a multitude of things, so I appreciate what he did for the game. Glad we got to see it. And if you were a post player like me, man, you probably tried to shoot that same shot, just nobody. And I'm happy that, Dallas has honored him with the statue. It's not many guys that are able to say they have a statue in front of the building they played for. And Dirk's definitely one of those guys. He's best player ever to play in that organization, a top 5 power forward. He's definitely worth it. So congratulations to him. And on a personal note, Dirk married to a sister. So I mean,
facts.
You get a little bit extra more credit, Dirk ain't invited to the cookout. He hosted the cookout.
Yeah, he got a little chocolate.
Yeah, come on, bro.
That's a fact. That's a fact right there.
You're right, but we ain't gonna go there today. You know what I'm saying? We're gonna talk about basketball.
That's a fact, man. So Joe, what's up with you? Dirk and Kobe's respect. I know exactly what you're talking about. It's a little quick video on I think on Instagram, man. Dirk hit a killer fadeaway, and Kobe was telling them, you better go on Dirk.
He was telling them to too, and they would.
That's what I missed that era, but they was Dirk hit the shot and turned around and hit Kobe like on the shoulder. And Kobe was like, okay, yeah, he was like, yeah. See, yeah, he's like, I told you, what I'm saying? Yeah. I missed that era, man. Says every tall kid around the world saw Dirk. Mavs owner Mark Cuban said, and realized they could play basketball and not have to be back to the basket center. Dirk paved the way for players of any size to be multi-positional and have a variety of in-game skills. Streets.
Yes, sir.
He made it, man. Dirk.
So, man, Dirk, man, Dirk is a unique player to me. But, I think he, like, if you're old as I am, you remember, Arvydas Sabonis, you remember, Petro Vicks that died in the car wreck. But those were the first foreign-born players I remember. They played in the.
It's about Petro from the New Jersey Nets.
For the New Jersey Nets, you know what I'm saying?
How dare he tried Michael Jordan? How dare he did that?
Oh,
God, that was the worst. That was the worst decision he ever made. But go ahead, I'm sorry.
Basket though, he could put that ball in the basket. But those are the first foreign players I remember, that had high skill level. Sabonis, Sabonis' father, of course, when they played in the league, it was big time. But Dirk, he sort of changed the game, man. I think he sort of revolutionized the stretch 4. You know what I mean? Big, could shoot it. Durable. A lot of people know his first 12 years in the league, man. This man played he played under 73 games, and 6 of those years he played over 80 games. You know what I mean? So he played a lot of games for 12 straight years. He put in a lot of games on his belt. But just very versatile, big shot taker, big shot maker. I mean, just broke my heart in that finals against LeBron and them. I mean, broke my heart. I was rooting for LeBron. He just didn't miss. Jason Terry, everything went right for them. Barea, everything went right for them in that series, it seemed like. But just a big shot maker, man. Unstoppable move, the little leg fade away. I just enjoyed watching them play, man. I enjoyed watching Dirk play, man. Just changed the game to me. I think he made that stretch 4. He sort of revolutionized that position.
He did. He sure did. But you're talking about LeBron in that finals, but I want to talk about what he did to get there, how he beat the brakes off the Lakers. They beat the dogs out the Lakers, man. I remember, man.
The defending champ Lakers.
Yes, boy,
Yeah.
Jason Terry went insane. He went insane. But I remember it was a play, and you guys probably remember. Andrew Bynum knocked JJ Barrera out of the air, and he got ejected, and he took off his jersey or whatever. And Kobe got on him. Kobe got on him for that. But I knew when that happened, the end was near. And boy, Dallas was just raining threes. From Jason Kidd to Jason Terry to Dirk. I mean, little JJ Barrera got in there. I mean, holy smoke. That was
an impressive run right there.
Yeah.
That was an impressive run.
Yeah,
that was a splash
crazy.
squad. You know, you got the Splash Brothers, but they was a splash squad. You know what I'm saying?
He definitely redeemed himself after that first, 2007, I think it was 2007.
That was
number one
Miami
seed and 2007 when they went to the finals, but it was another year they were number one seed. I can't remember exactly
Golden State.
what it was. And the We Believe team came in and beat them, and so he was able to redeem himself on all fronts by, to me, in a sense, being a guy kind of by himself. He had Jay Kidd, Tyson Chandler, those guys, but they were a little bit older, and Dirk was still that guy. He led them, both in points, but he was a vocal leader, that they needed in the huddles and stuff. So he really did.
So slow, bro. Like, and one of his famous, not just a leg fadeaway, but one of his famous. You can see him coming down. He was so slow, but you see him coming down. And they kick out the ball, and he at the top of the key, and you see that long arm go up. Good.
I think that next wave of foreign players, man. But with him, getting to the league and excelling, it's like they just flowed in after that.
Mm-hmm. But my question to you guys is, will we ever see another Dirk Nowitzki?
You might see him in this young kid at San Antonio. He's foreign
He can stay off the ground.
You ain't lying. He does stay on the ground a lot, but he just got a kid body right now. I think he with that.
I like his stroke, Pulse.
But I don't think he shoot as good as Dirk did though. Ain't no that.
Yeah, boy can shoot that rock though, boy. All day. Yeah, he got a good form on him, man. But like I said, he can't stay up. So they'll say nope.
I think he kind of have in guys like the Joker and Porzingis when he's healthy, pretty comparable to Dirk.
Yeah, true.
Joker got a different skill set than Dirk had, man.
Oh yeah,
Porzingis better and handle it better. But I think that short corner fadeaway, ain't no fadeaway because Jokic gets 4 inches off the ground, but.
Dirk game in there. I will say that. You see elements, but you see elements of Dirk game in almost everybody now.
Yeah, you see it in Luka. Luka's got that fadeaway off one leg.
Definitely. Philly G said Joel Embiid.
It's always about Joel Embiid, ain't it?
Always.
God.
But everybody is doing that fadeaway. Like I see it at times. But I mean, Dirk, ain't nobody can do it like Dirk because first of all, he's 7 feet tall. And he throws it up there. Like, so he
was already a good shooter.
Wow, like that. So it was like, man, it was crazy, man. Dirk was just one of a kind. I don't anybody in the league that's like Kevin Durant. I mean, I say Kevin Durant. I mean, he shoot the ball about as good as Dirk. I don't think anybody that height and that tall. Mark said Porzingis. Yeah, I agree.
Emphasize when he's healthy. I don't want the real sports mob to come after me saying you said Porzingis and Dirk. I got you. Emphasize when he's healthy.
Yeah, when he's healthy. I agree with you. I'm with you on that. Who else, man? Who else can you guys say is sort of similar to Dirk Nowitzki?
I don't see nobody like him though.
It ain't too many more, host. I don't think.
Would you say back in the day, somebody like LaMarcus Aldridge, when he was healthy?
Nah,
Something like. Okay.
And
Marcus
Marcus
was
had a
good.
good
Lamar,
His
he the game,
his
but it
mid
was
range was off the chain.
it didn't have that impact like Dirk though.
No,
Yeah, he
True
worked
that. True that.
going in the post a lot. Way
But
more.
I
Yeah, he's
mean,
a post-
if we talk about guys who get to like their spot and shoot, you could put LaMarcus, you could put a bunch of guys in there at that point.
Yeah,
yeah, that's true.
but he's saying that who game seems similar to Dirk's. I don't think LaMarcus
It's
is.
not.
Mm-hmm. I
Hell of
agree
a
with you
player,
on that.
Mhm.
I think Dirk is definitely one of the. I mean, Street said, Sabonis and even Detlef Schrempf. Those European guys back in the day. But I think Dirk is really you could say the pioneer of European basketball coming over into the NBA. Like I think he's more of a pioneer because he, out of all those names, Sabonis and Detlef Schrempf and Drazen. I think Dirk is he's the most popular one.
He
out
the
of
one
that
that
bunch.
got all of them too.
Yeah, he got an NBA title and MVP. So,
Yeah.
but yeah, Dirk really changed the game, man. I didn't really notice him back in the day because he was really skinny and he had he came with that bald head, and Dallas was really terrible. They was bad. Like the Mavericks was really bad, and they needed somebody like him. But I didn't really. That was like what? 1998.
98. He had the blonde. Him and
At first,
Steve.
he had the cut. He had the low cut first, because he was super duper skinny. Then he started growing the hair and stuff. But Dallas sucked. They was boy, whoa. They was bad, boy. They was really, really bad. But like I said, I didn't really notice him like that because it was 98. That was more Michael Jordan still, and the upcoming of Kobe Bryant. So those guys kind of got washed. I mean, like Dallas, they kind of got washed away in the standings. My hats out to him, man. Again, one of the all-time greats. Like Mark said, a guy that never was in trouble. Never was that guy to get in trouble. You rarely hear about him. Only time you're gonna hear about him is when he's winning. That's an overall good guy, man. and super duper thumbs up, man. Like Dude said, man, hey, he got a sister. Everyone got a sister.
I wonder if he ever got Calvin Cambridge's autograph. I always wondered that. If you have a certain age, you know what that reference is from.
Oh,
That man was so nervous to ask Calvin for his autograph. I wonder if he ever got it.
Word. Looking at these, oh man, just looking at Dirk, man, like it's crazy how he came.
I love the Charles Barkley story when he asked him what he was gonna do to come over. He said, "I think I'm gonna go to the army." I said, "Boy, you 7 foot. What you gonna do in the army?"
Right.
He eventually tried to recruit him over to Auburn, to play there, and the rest is history. Now he's going into the Hall of Fame on Saturday.
Yep.
So
More to the Hall of
Big
Fame,
time.
man. He came out with Steve Nash.
mm-hmm.
Steve Nash. There's a picture of Steve Nash, him, and Don Nelson, the legendary Don Nelson. They still was bad though. It was terrible. Sorry, man. God, hey Mark, I gotta pull your heel move, bro. They suck. Dallas suck, bro. Hey, Street.
Yes, sir.
Dallas was bad, wasn't it? They sucked.
Coach, why do you hate Dallas so much, man? I mean, you hate Dallas quarterback Luis Perez. You hate the Dallas Mavericks back in the day. What you got against the city?
No. I don't hate Dallas. The Mavericks. No. They just sucked back then. They was just god awful. They was. they was, bro. They was. But again, the man came back. He won an NBA title. I mean, he got MVP. He got the big white choppers, the teeth. Again, man, shout out to Dirk Nowitzki, 2011 NBA champion. All right, man, let's move on to some football. We got some big football to talk about, man. This is going to be a good discussion here. This is going to be a discussion. Patriots, New England Patriots. You Patriots fans out there, what's left of you? Patriots fans. Mac Jones is seeking rebound with Bill Belichick and offensive coordinator Bill O'Brien after losing footing in 2022. Foxborough, Massachusetts. Last Friday, New England Patriots unveiled to a crowd of season ticket holders and local residents of an enormous on an enormous video board to emphasize its vastness. Their first played some highlights in a diminutive section of the screen that represented the size of the old board. There were scenes already etched into New England lore: snowy nights, raucous fans, and exploding fireworks, and lots of passes. When the video finally expanded to its full measure, the scenes were more recent, and when the montage was over, the player featured wore number 23, defensive back Kyle Duggar. New moments, new memories in New England, the board read. That underscored the Patriots' current reality. The safest bet before the 2023 season even starts is that the new memories created this season will likely include a lot of top-level defensive play. Less certain how many passes from 2023 will be featured in any retrospective. If there is mantra attached to the Patriots offense right now, it is this: how are we getting better each and every day? And I'm going to read this a little bit. Is offensive coordinator Bill O'Brien would use variations of that line repeatedly when he spoke to reporters on Friday. It seemed like a modest goal, but nobody here needs reminding that the Patriots offense did not get better each day of 2022. It stumbled in training camp with former defensive coordinator Matt Patricia working as the offensive play caller. Oh, well, I remember that. And an unorthodox decision that was later called an experiment by owner Robert Kraft and never got its footing. Finishing 26th in offensive yardage and last in the league in red zone efficiency, quarterback Mac Jones, who threw 3,801 yards, 22 touchdowns, 13 interceptions as a rookie in 2021, and threw for just 2,997 yards, 14 touchdowns, and 11 interceptions in his second season, during which he also missed 3 games with a high ankle sprain. So I'm going to stop it right there, man, and go to the deuce. Mac Jones. Can you see Mac Jones getting himself more established as a quarterback? Because now he's up against Aaron Rodgers. You got to see him twice. Do you see Mac Jones actually coming back with the New England Patriots?
I think he can. I don't know if he will or not. Especially after last season, 14 touchdowns, 11 picks, and he got benched for Bailey Zapp. So, that's not really the start you want to see from a guy who they brought in to, come play after, Tom Brady. And I think that's another part of it too that we can't overlook is, he's always going to have that standard to live up to. He's going to always be compared to number 12, no matter who comes in and plays quarterback. Whatever signal caller that comes in to Foxborough is going to be compared to 12. So you just kind of have to be prepared for it. But this isn't foreign from what we've seen from quarterbacks from Tuscaloosa either. The guys that I've seen a lot of success for, their pictures are in black and white. And Mark, you're one of your quarterbacks, Snake, and then you got
Love Snake,
and then you got Broadway Joe. Those are the 3 guys who have really had success. And then now, I know y'all like to claim Jalen Hurts, so we'll throw him in there for the sake of conversation. But we haven't seen much from Tua, we haven't seen much from Matt, and they're all for different reasons. But then you got the AJ McCarrons of the world, you got the Greg McElroys of the world.
Oh,
and so it's just like they're great college players when there's a stud of 5 stars everywhere, and You have a great offensive line to protect you. You got, in Mac Jones' case, he had 4, all world receivers to throw the ball to. So it's going to be interesting. I do think Mac has the head on his shoulders to make it. I think Bill Belichick is a great guy to play for, and who's going to give him opportunity after opportunity to be successful. But we're going to see. We're going to see. He's got to come out and play, though. I think he's going to have a short-ish leash. You know what I mean? I don't think he's going to be able to go out there and just be bad. He's going to have to show some improvement. He averaged 2.5 interceptions a game, like that. That's pretty bad.
Yeah. I'm yeah. Okay. Streets.
Yeah, man. I just don't see it for these guys this year. I look at the East: Buffalo, Miami, New England, and the Jets. I already know the Jets and Buffalo are going to be better than them, so they may be able to be better than Miami, because I'm not a big fan of Tua. But I think his problem is, man, you don't have no damn receivers. Mm-hmm. All right. So I looked at, they got Juju Schuster. He went for under 1,000 yards last year, 933. Devontae Parker is the next receiver with the most yards. He only had 539 yards receiving. And they did pick up a good rookie in the draft, but he is a rookie. You know what I mean? The kid out of Baylor, Tyquan Thornton. So hopefully
facts.
Him going. But other than that, I just don't like their roster offensively. Never been a big fan of Mac Jones. He was known to be the accurate quarterback, doesn't make mistakes, but he's been inaccurate and making mistakes. So he just doesn't seem like he's, I think he's a product of the Alabama system with all the talent around him. I don't think he's a bus driver by no means. I think he's going to need a lot of help. And New England historically hasn't been a place that picked a lot of great wide receivers. Other than bringing Randy Moss in, they've been having like Troy Brown and those little receivers like that.
Deion Branch. They had Deion Branch. Deion Branch is good.
But he really moved the needle like that. Deion Branch.
Yeah, that's true.
Deion Branch definitely moved the needle because he's a Super Bowl MVP.
Oh, Julian Edelman too.
You know what I mean? Anybody can be
Wes Welker.
Lucky catch for Edelman. I
still facts.
That's when they had Tom Brady too. So let's don't get
absolutely.
Deion Branch.
But Brady won.
I've seen players have a great Super Bowl and win the MVP. You know what I mean? So they can get hot in the game and win the MVP. I'm just saying, every week receiver that you can count on, that number one receiver, he ain't got that. I don't think Juju is that guy.
I agree.
I don't think Devontae Parker is that guy. I see him.
Juju's not that guy, Street. Now he ain't got anything to think about.
And I'm not the biggest Jones fan either. I'm not.
What up, Freeman?
Yeah, lucky.
What up,
yeah,
man? Yeah, definitely lucky. But I mean, it's a lucky catch every year in Super Bowl at this point.
Oh, there she go, the Queen.
They're gonna have to defense, and hopefully that that can keep them in ball games. And maybe the coach can win a couple of games. Well, I will say this: they had their best seasons, I guess, offensively under O'Brien and Charlie Weiss and them guys. But they had Tom there, though. You know what I'm saying? That's the big elephant in the room right there. They had Tom there, and they don't got him there no more. So I'm looking for them to either be at the bottom of this division this year or either third in this division. Because I'm not a big fan.
I agree with Street. I agree with Street wholeheartedly. I mean, what he's saying was right. Yes, ma'am. We're doing good. And we hope you are too. Yes, ma'am. G. I just gotta get it together before we. True. I'm gonna come back. I'm gonna go there. But Street, I agree with Street wholeheartedly. Oh, what Freeman say? Now I was absolutely lucky, and he called it in a Hammond boy.
That's why, man. My boy had the Super Bowl MVP locked up. He had picked off Tom, took it for a pick six, and then here come Edelman catching it off his feet. So
yeah, that was. Oh man, I don't talk about that shit. That was That was just a big conspiracy. Mr. President, I know you loving it. You feasting off of it.
There's a saying around here that goes, "It's a great day to be Deuce." Today ain't a great day to be Mark. I had opened the show defending the Steelers quarterback, and now here I am having to defend a Alabama Crimson Tide quarterback.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, Lord, hell is frozen over. I absolutely believe Mac Jones will turn it around. I'm a big believer in him this season. I don't know where they'll finish in the division, but I definitely think it can't get any worse than what it was last season. Last year was the absolute dumbest mistake Bill Belichick has ever made in his career. You can't have a second-year quarterback in the National Football League with no offensive coordinator, no proper quarterbacks coach. Of course he wasn't going to have any success. You might be able to get away with that if you got like a 15-year veteran like, say, Tom Brady or Derek Carr or something, but you're not going to be able to get away with that with a second-year quarterback. That's just not how it's going to work. And my man's Deuce Street brought up, his lack of offensive weapons. He didn't really have too many offensive weapons 2 years ago, but he single-handedly led the Patriots to the playoffs. So I think Mac Jones definitely has the talent and the ability to succeed if he's placed in an offensive system that caters to his skills and actually has somebody with an offensive mind that he can bounce ideas off of. Because let's be real, we all root for different teams. But if you got Matt Patricia and Joe freaking Judge, two of the biggest busts the head coach this decade in the NFL, calling plays for you on offense, and they don't even have an offensive background, you're in trouble. And I don't want to hear the excuse of, it was late in the season, there was no quality offensive coordinators out there. That's hot garbage. You could have easily gone up north of Canada. The XFL and the USFL proving there are plenty of quality coaches all out there in the country. There's plenty for you to choose from. But Bill Belichick, I guess, just trying to get one up on his old quarterback, Tom Brady, who was coming off of his Super Bowl win. He wanted, I guess, prove that it was Coach Belichick and not Tom Brady responsible for all the success in New England. And he thought, well, I'm a genius. I'll just outsmart everybody and prove that you don't need an offensive coordinator to win games. You absolutely do. And now that he has Bill O'Brien at the helm, who's a much better play caller than he was GM, that dude was one of the worst GMs of all time. So we ain't going to talk about that.
Oh, boy.
Having him call plays for Mac Jones will definitely elevate Mac Jones' game. And like I said, I don't know where they're going to place in the division because it's too early to call. But I think without a shadow of a doubt, he'll get back to his rookie season form when he had an actual play caller on his team named Josh McDaniels. Hell, Mac Jones, I'll even work out a deal with you, bro. If you want Josh McDaniels back calling plays, man, please come get him. I'll happily give him back to you.
I'll take Mac Jones.
But one other thing that I gotta say real quick that Deuce said, I ain't gonna let you get away with this, Deuce. He's my guy. Don't disrespect the name AJ McCarron like that, bro. That man balled all the way out in the XFL last year and got you a certified weapon named Hakeem Butler that's tearing it up in Steel right now.
I understand that. And Hakeem is in a very good spot. He's going to be successful because of where he is.
I'm scared.
You're comparing apples to oranges here, dog. I ain't talking about the XFL because those cats want to be where Mac Jones is. And I'm not, any slight.
But a lot of the guys that he was playing against used to be in the NFL.
It isn't any slight to the XFL. It's a great opportunity for a lot of guys to show their talent. At the end of the day, we were all playing to get to the NFL. We wanted to play.
He said he in the minor league, son.
There's levels to this, big dog.
And I hate that. I hate that notion because you have bona fide Hall of Famers like Reggie White, Steve Young, Jim Kelly, that all came from a minor league spring football league and went all the way to the Pro Football Hall of Fame. Some of the best ever played their positions. Herschel Walker, Doug Flutie. I mean, come on now. Warren Moon went up and played in Canada, but that's a minor league in football. At the end of the day, if you have the talent to play the game of American gridiron football, you have the talent to play the game.
I agree with you. But at this point, with the way that football is lined up, if you can't cut it in the NFL, then you transfer. No one is coming out like, I want to go to the USFL when I have an opportunity to play in the league. You're not going to sell that dream to me.
AJ McCarron did. He turned down.
AJ couldn't cut it in the NFL. So in order for him, he's a career football player, Mark. And I don't know what the brother graduated in. I don't know what he has his degree in. but he chose to go play football. Okay,
Without.
And he decided to go play in the XFL because he was not good enough to be an NFL caliber quarterback.
Yeah, he's something with the Bengals.
And Mark also said 2 years ago they're gonna get back to what they was 2 years ago. That conference ain't what it was 2 years ago. The Jets aren't who they were 2 years ago. Buffalo better than they were 2 years ago. Miami definitely got better. You know what I mean? So
it's true.
I'm not denying that, Street. I'm just literally saying you can't not have an offensive coordinator and expect your young quarterback to be successful. That's just not how football works. Not only did he not have an offensive coordinator, but most importantly, he did not have a quarterbacks coach. The quarterbacks coach works with the quarterback extensively every single day during practice, every Sunday on game day. He's the extra coach specifically for the quarterback. They didn't have a legitimate coach at that position last year. And one more thing before I go,
I don't think he's gonna be that good.
This is from my boy Philly G, my best friend-in-law, sir. You talking about you saying all this crap about Alabama quarterbacks. When was the last time we had a quality quarterback come out of Florida? At least Oklahoma State had Brandon Weeden and Mason Rudolph.
He's actually the one before last. I'm not even going to talk about AR5, who's up in Indianapolis, and unfortunately he's in Indianapolis because if he was in any other decent organization, I'd have a lot more confidence in him. But Kyle Trask is about to beat your boy out in Tampa right now, so let's not even talk about that. You know what I'm saying?
So what about Will Levis and Jeff Driscoll and
Will Levis?
All that the merry-go-round the quarterbacks all had after Tim Tebow.
Will Levis is a quarterback from Kentucky.
Not Will Levis. What's his name? Will Greer. My bad.
Will Greer is a quarterback from West Virginia.
But he started at Florida.
Where did he finish? Is Cam Newton a Florida quarterback? Because I will take him in a
heartbeat. Hey, bro.
But he graduated from Auburn.
I still put Will Greer in there with y'all. He got done dirty by the NCAA.
From Louisiana Tech.
True.
He got done dirty by the NCAA.
It's all about
the well, y'all reaching.
I'm just saying it's really crazy how Oklahoma State has produced more quarterbacks in the league than Florida. OU. I mean, Florida State got more first-round picks at quarterback than y'all.
Out of Oklahoma State, Mark. I don't pay attention to y'all.
The big dog, Mason Rudolph, bro. Come on now.
That's my point. And
Brandon Weeden. Come on now.
We're talking Mason Rudolph, bro. That's what you have.
Hey, bro. He won games in the NFL. He won games at the highest level of football.
I can see you bragging about Oklahoma State basketball. You got your Marcus Smart. You got your Cade Cunninghams. Something that you can have a little pride about. But you talking
got Daniel Cormier in wrestling too.
Who?
We got Daniel Cormier in wrestling too. If you want to go to other sports,
he's from Louisiana.
But he Oklahoma State alumni. Go Pokes, baby.
He's Louisiana born. 337. He's from Abbeville.
But he went to the Oklahoma State University. So.
I hear you. It sounds good, Mark. I hear you.
Hey man, just let me know. Just let me know when Florida can produce an NFL caliber quarterback. All right.
I got you.
Thank you, Philly G. Thank you, bro. I rest my case, Your Honor.
What game did he win?
Hey, bro. He started games and he won games.
Did he win as the quarterback or did he win the game?
He won as the quarterback, sir.
Kenny Pickett won the game in Pittsburgh against the Raiders last year. He threw
a
game.
That was Franco Harris.
He threw a game.
That was Franco Harris, sir.
To win
that
the
was
game.
Franco Harris, sir. That was Franco Harris.
He won the game to drive down against
that was Franco Harris
against
sir.
The Ravens in the last game of the year. He threw
was
the
Franco.
winning pass. He didn't turn around and hand the ball off. Okay, he didn't throw screen passes all night, and he damn sure didn't get beat over the head with a helmet. Okay, so we talking about
gonna come out.
We talking about nothing, bro. The dude's not good.
If Mason Rudolph didn't play for y'all, Mike Tomlin would have had his first losing season years ago. That's just a fact of life.
4 wins. If Mason wasn't on the team,
Mason has more wins than he does losses in his NFL career. I mean, what more can you say, bro?
Why, Mark?
What more can you say?
Why, Mark? Why does he have more losses?
Because he was groomed by Mike Gundy. They ain't got nothing to do with it.
Oh, all right. I'm done talking to this man.
Y'all only developed 2 quarterbacks in y'all almost 100-year history, dog.
I hear you.
2. Not 1, 2.
I hear you, because they were there for long periods of time, and we, unlike the Raiders, we didn't
Okay,
have to change
so when Terry
quarterbacks out every
Terry
other year.
retired,
I didn't
so
tell
when
you to
Terry
draft
retired,
DeMarcus Russell, Mark. I
when
didn't tell you to do that.
Terry retired, sir, why did it take y'all 30 years to get his replacement?
Hey, it happens like that. You
33 decades, bro. 3 decades, y'all couldn't find a quarterback.
You looking for a
Y'all
quarterback?
couldn't find one in free agency. Y'all couldn't find one in the draft.
Playing in the draft, Caleb Williams, Mark. Let's put it like the season hasn't started yet, and you already playing on draft.
And that's fine. And that's fine. That means we only had to go 1 year without Derek Carr before we got another franchise quarterback.
Yeah, but Derek didn't
y'all went
win
30
anything.
years, bro.
Derek Bradshaw won championships. Derek ain't won nothing.
He cheated to win championships, man.
Oh, here we go. You gotta move the goalpost some way, shape, or form. Huh?
I mean, y'all beat Vince Ferragamo, bro.
I know.
And Matt Hasselbeck. Like
Yep.
you.
They were there.
When you played an actual team led by a former recruit of Oklahoma State and Troy Aikman, you got destroyed.
Did he go to Oklahoma State?
We had coaching issues, so he went elsewhere.
Go to Oklahoma State. It's a lot of people that got letters from Oklahoma State.
The point remains, though, dude. Y'all went up against
of recruitment.
You went up against an actual team in the Super Bowl and lost.
You talking about people that were recruited by Oklahoma State? That's
y'all went up against Mike McCarthy and Aaron Rodgers and lost. When you go up against actual competition, y'all can't hang.
To get recruited, not to play there. You talking about guys you didn't even get on campus. He didn't even take an official visit to Oklahoma State.
He did, actually. No, he legit was about to commit to us, but we had coaching issues at the time. Jimmy had left us to go to Miami. That's the only reason why he didn't come.
Jimmy made a good decision.
You know how it is with coaches in college. Once the coach leaves, the recruit don't want to go no more.
Jimmy made a great decision, by the way.
I wouldn't say that. He suffered the worst come from behind loss in college football history.
He also won some championships. He was dominant. He wouldn't have did that at Oklahoma State. He wouldn't have got the stud.
He would have. But we had Dez Bryant, Justin Blackman. Like, come on now. You act like ain't nobody ever.
You comparing that to the 2000s Miami team?
Was Jimmy Johnson the coach of them teams?
They had Clinton Portis running down on kickoff.
Now you moving the goalpost.
I'm talking talent. I'm talking talent is what I'm talking about.
You were talking about Jimmy Johnson as head coach. You went from the 80s to the 2000s.
I get it, Mark. But you brought up Justin Blackman and Dez. So what I'm asking you is this the same level of talent go to Miami in those years that were at Oklahoma State? You telling me y'all had the same? Oh my God!
We had who wouldn't want to play in an offense with Barry freaking Sanders and Thurman Thomas? Those are two of the greatest running backs that ever played the game of football.
I hear you, bro. I got you.
Hey, man.
I understand.
Don't hate the player, dudes. Hate the game, man.
No.
You need to tell your boys Billy Napier and Urban Meyer
I hate foolishness.
And all them boys the recruit better at Florida, right?
Hey, it's not many college recruiters better than Urban Meyer.
Hey, and after he left, what have y'all done?
It's not. We haven't done much. To be honest with you,
we've been closer to the national championship than recently in Florida.
It's not true. 2020, we were just in the SEC championship. The only thing happens, we lost to Alabama. Who'd you lose? You
knew good and guy daggone well you weren't gonna beat no Alabama.
Did you lose to the national champ?
We lost on a field goal
to
Iowa State.
Wow.
Who just had one of the greatest Mr. Irrelevant.
Iowa State.
Florida was tough, bro.
Florida ain't been relevant since the mid 2000s.
You comparing Iowa State to the 2020 Alabama team?
Right, we went into that game with a chance to win. Ain't nobody give y'all a snowball
question, Mark. I hear you talking.
You play to win championships and you celebrating a conference championship appearance?
It's a yes or no, Mark. I don't need all the extra. Are you comparing them to each other? Yes or no?
I mean, no.
All right.
Alabama was an NFL team.
We had nothing else to talk about.
We had a chance. Everybody knew y'all was just going in there to be slaughtered. I mean, ain't nobody give y'all a chance.
You lost by a touchdown. What are we talking about?
But nobody expected y'all to win that game. Like, even Florida fans didn't expect to win that game.
I did. I expected us to win.
Hey, man.
We had one of the highest scoring offenses in the country that year.
That's a fact.
When Florida can get more relevant.
We had Kyle Trask, who's about to beat Baker Mayfield out. We had Kadarius Toney, Kyle Pitts. We had ball players.
No quarterback, sir.
All guys who would probably break records at Oklahoma State.
Nah. Nobody was able to touch Justin Blackman and Dez Bryant's receiving records at OSU.
Dez.
That's a fact, man.
Shout out
49
to the
touchdowns in one season.
Shout out to people live.
What they end with?
Would be Andrew Luck in the Fiesta Bowl. If there would have been a playoff, we would have been playing Alabama for that title.
Y'all got slaughtered.
No, we would have did better than Notre Dame.
Thank y'all so much for
Ain't saying
watching.
much.
You thought Georgia.
That is actually.
Yeah,
Oh
ain't
my
saying
God.
much more.
That is, bro. Notre Dame had no business.
Cal Pitts. Sojo said Cal Pitts was good for Florida. He was good. Florida, man. I ain't gonna lie, but they had me on edge when they played us, bro. I said, God damn. Boy, it was tough. It was tough,
Can't
bro.
believe you, Mark.
What you mean you can't believe me, man?
Can't believe you.
Hey, bro. All I'm saying is put some respect on the name Mac Jones, right? That's all I'm saying.
I said if there was a
Yeah.
guy that could do it, it'd be Mac, but I don't.
What's
see
up,
it.
D Flop? D Flop, man. What's up, man?
D
What's
Flock.
going on, man?
What's up, boy? What's up? G, you better get in this, bro. What you?
I'm not getting into the quarterback battle because if I state my opinion on it, everyone would be
Yeah.
like,
So you
I thought
go ahead. What about Mac
opinion.
Jones? Would he get? Would Mac Jones? Do you think Mac Jones will get it together because his division has got really, really competitive now?
So when we talk about Mac Jones getting it together, as I'm looking at his stats from last year,
Mm-hmm.
it's 14 touchdowns, 11 picks. It's very ugly. 3,000 yards because it's like right under, it's like 97.
Not even
But I
3.
mean, hey, so we'll give him 3,000 yards.
Mm-hmm.
But when we talk about him getting better, he has to get past that hump. And if you look at how he is like on the field, grabbing players' ankles and all the other shenanigans, that's not him. Stick to football, do what you do, but just play the game. There's no reason for you to be doing all these extracurricular activities, So something is causing that. I don't know what that is, because that's not him. So if he gets back to being him, and this OC, I don't like the OC. I think he's garbage.
Bill O'Brien?
Yeah, I think he's garbage juice.
Mm-hmm.
I mean,
he said juice.
it's terrible. Play calling is terrible. But I mean, can he progress? I think he can. But whatever he's going through that's making him play how he is, got to shake it off. And if the team is bad, then leave.
Why do you say Bill O'Brien is bad at play call? I mean, he had Deshaun Watson and them balling in Houston when he was calling plays for them.
I mean, look at how Deshaun played at the time. Deshaun was great. But he was also
he had Bill O'Brien calling plays.
Great. So?
Yeah, defensive coordinator.
I mean, how many plays Deshaun had to make scrambling for his life? And that's on Deshaun.
Thank you, Drew.
I mean, that's facts.
What up, Rock? What up with you, Rock?
Hey,
Street.
I just want to know. I want to know who winning.
Definitely in the Florida Gators. So,
what Street? What does in the closing here? What does Mac Jones have to do? What do you think he has to do to get better? Because again, he's competing with Aaron Rodgers and Josh Allen, and I'm not in the two of myself, but.
To me, I'm not wild. I was never wild with Mac Jones' talent. I think he was always, to me, I don't know. I just thought he was always more about the talent around him. You know what I mean? Having all that talent around him at Alabama, the best offensive line, the best wide receivers, the best running back. So I think that made him look better than what he is, to me, in my opinion. You know what I mean? So I don't think he had that much talent around him anyway at wide receiver. So I just don't think he's a person that can uplift or make the talent better than what it is. So to me, I think they get, in my own opinion, I think they get mediocre talent at wide receiver. I think he's a mediocre quarterback compared to like Rodgers and the quarterbacks in his division. I just don't see it. I don't see how they're gonna win this division at all. And I would be totally shocked.
I do agree that the talent on him is mediocre. I mean,
it is.
Yeah. Juju is your number one. You drafted Kayshon Boutte in like the sixth, something like that. I mean, Once again, that's a guy who had one good game in college. Sorry, Robert.
They got the little rookie from Baylor, but he's a rookie though. You know what I mean? Rookies we done had in Dallas we're gonna be something. They just didn't turn out or pan out. So,
but even through all of that, looking at last year, I know the Jets was going through their quarterback issue with Wilson and Mike White. They beat the Jets twice. They beat Miami, and they lost to the Bills both times.
The Jets, even though they was good, they just lost that oomph.
Yeah.
This is a whole new Jets team now. I think New England's going to struggle. I'm with Street because I think New England's going to struggle because with Mac Jones is okay, man, but Bill Belichick is a defensive guy, and I just don't see him moving the needle as far as offensive wise with Mac Jones. And it's just something about New England, man. They kind of like remind me. They like a Carolina Panthers of the North. They really don't get nobody. They get like these. It look like, no offense, but it look like these old XFL type looking players.
Come on, host.
Yeah, bro. They look like an XFL team. Like it just. I don't know, man. Like they don't never swing for the fences on getting a dog. And like Street said.
A guy like they drafted a lineman from like the middle of nowhere the other year in like the first round or something like that.
Yeah, like Street said, the biggest thing they did was Randy Moss. That is the biggest thing they did. That is the biggest thing, and that took them to the Super Bowl. But that 2 Super Bowls, matter of fact. And but in order for this guy to succeed, and like G said, he's used to the best of the best, and he don't have it.
But you just have to get him a baller. Juju's not a baller.
No,
we don't know about the rookie out of Baylor.
No,
it's a bunch of question marks. Then you lost Damian Harris,
and we took Jacoby Myers. So
it's like what they got? You got nothing.
They defense.
But you got Christian Gonzalez though, but that's the corner.
They're gonna be the 1990 New York Giants. They're going to be the 1990 New York Giants, bro. And when I mean that, meaning they're going to rely on their defense to take them all the way, like the Giants did in the 1990. It wasn't Phil Simms. It was Lawrence Taylor and Pepper Johnson and Carl Banks. It was those guys that took them to the Super Bowl. But I don't see New England. I really hope Mac Jones get himself together. And it is something about those Alabama quarterbacks, man. They just don't pan out in the pros. It just don't.
But if we can talk about that, hopefully we know what it is. Look at the time McCarron and everybody else was there. They wasn't throwing for 4,000, 5,000 yards. They was handing the ball off 40 times a game.
That's very true.
So, they're going to have the accolades. They're going to have the wins. They're going to have the championships, stuff like that. But you actually come in from handing the ball off to trying to make them a franchise quarterback. You have to build them into that. That's not what they are.
I agree.
You know what I'm saying?
I agree.
But Tua played about week 7. He was breaking records. Just week 7.
Yeah.
And like the most touchdowns was like 19. Tua had did that in like what 4 or 5 games because he was throwing for 5 a game. Wasn't even playing the second half, but was getting these records. But that's just change. You know what I'm saying?
Mac Jones had Devontae Smith. You know what I'm saying? So now that's proof in the pudding right there. He had Devontae Smith. Devontae Smith was a bona fide, straight up dog at Alabama, and he's pretty good in Philly. I ain't gonna say he's a dog right now, but he's definitely gonna be a problem in Philadelphia. Like you said, G, he's just missing weapons, bro. Just missing. It's like any other quarterback, man. When you're missing weapons, your stock is gonna go down big time.
And it's like talking about Devontae Smith. We all know the guy's a baller, but if all you have is one receiver, then nobody after that, then what?
Yeah.
Then they made the move to go get AJ Brown, and now you have 2,000-yard receivers.
Yeah.
Funny how life works when you move the pieces around.
Yeah, and it's in.
I have a question.
Yes, sir.
So you guys keep mentioning Mac Jones being not being as good because he had too many weapons at Alabama. I brought up his rookie season when he literally led them to the playoffs. You know who he had to throw to that year? He had Kendrick Bourne, N'Keal Harry, Nelson Aguilar, and Jacoby Myers to throw to. His best
Nelson
target was
Aguilar-
Hunter Henry.
Nelson Aguilar was hot that year. He was hot.
That was the year he
come off
came
more-
from us.
Yeah, exactly. He was still coming. He was still hot when he came from us. So that's true. That is true.
They traded.
He made chicken salad out of chicken shit. That's what he did. Yeah, he made chicken salad out of chicken shit. That's I mean he won a few games. I mean that's what I give him that. Kenny Pickett did the same thing. He made chicken salad out of chicken shit.
Kenny Pickett had way better weapons at his disposal than
That's true. But what I'm saying, Kenny Pickett made Pittsburgh win. Right, Deuce?
He definitely helped. He was definitely better
This is
than what we
great, man.
had.
Look at these dudes that changed their names.
It was either Mitch Trubisky, Mason Rudolph, or Kenny Pickett,
Yeah.
and clearly we made the right decision. So,
Made the right decision.
Before that season, what I told you, I said Pickett should be the starter.
Pickett should be
I was
started.
with you.
Oh hell yeah!
There's
Yeah.
no reason to even put Trubisky on the team, even have him as your backup because it's a waste of time.
I said
agree,
it when
bro.
Pittsburgh
I had-
drafted him, bro. I was like,
I had
that's
to
the
ride
that's
with-
the best decision.
I had to ride with the guy. You know what I'm saying? I had to ride with him until he proved us wrong. So.
And but it took him what 3-4 games.
Oh, we realized it
It
very
took
soon.
one.
We were about to say very soon.
Very, very soon because he was thrown
Luckily,
in
we
the
have a
fire.
top 5 defense in the league every year.
Yeah, he was thrown in the fire quickly. Quickly. But he got it done. He got it done.
And I remember the others. I think what that show Saturday, y'all was talking about Baker and
Kyle Trask.
Kyle Trask.
Kyle Trask. Thank you, Lyndon, the Florida guy. Same situation. You know, if I voice my opinion on it, what are we starting Baker for when Kyle Trask is right there? We know what Baker is already. It's proven time and time again.
Facts.
Yeah, he's a
Facts.
proven winner wherever he goes. All he does is
There you
win
go.
football games.
He ain't win many in the AFC North.
He won the football game.
Sir, did he not
did.
go into Heinz Field
He did, Mark.
and end your boy's career?
He didn't do that.
He ended Pouncey's career. That was the last game Pouncey ever played.
He did.
All right, then.
He did.
He went into y'all's house and won and nearly beat.
A college national champion and the NFL champion, Mr. Pouncey.
Put some respect on his name.
I just want to say this.
Yes, sir.
He pipes up Baker to this standard. Baker had 2 1,000-yard running backs. Most teams are lucky to get 1.
It's facts.
So you get 2. So what are you doing?
And
Yeah.
big time receivers.
He did.
Again.
He did.
And again,
Pretty stout defense too.
it ain't like he done 5,000 yards, 50 touchdowns, 10 picks, and winning MVP. That's what he's not doing, Mark.
Before
He
he
can't
got
do
there,
that though in that division. That
the
division
Browns
based on
winning
defense.
He was.
He can't do that in the division.
Before he got there, the Browns winning a playoff game was unfathomable. Nobody would ever think that in their wildest dreams. It didn't become reality until Baker got there.
He was just a quarterback who got the victory under his belt.
He not a Trent Dilfer, bro.
Of 2 running backs.
He's not a Trent Dilfer.
He got it on the
to
back.
the game.
Of
You
the
hear that, Drew?
You
You don't went
take-
to the Trent.
You take
Trent Dilfer's a winner.
Green Hunt off that team and give him.
Trent Dilfer is not a winner, sir.
He is a winner.
He won
What Trent
12
Dil-
games of
He won
Baltimore.
a Super Bowl.
Hey,
He
no.
won Super Bowl.
Let's be clear. Trent Dilfer just happened to catch a ride on a rocket ship heading to the Super Bowl.
I'll put it
They
to you
went
like
12
this.
and 4.
Mark. I'll put it to
They
you
went
like
12 and
this.
4.
He's as much of a winner with them as Mason Rudolph is with us.
Oh, that's garbage.
It's the truth.
Whoa.
Okay, dude.
Did Trent
Gotta
win a
digress on
game? Did he win a game, or did those defenses and the running
when
game?
y'all had so if that was the case, how come y'all couldn't win no games with old Duck in a quarterback?
Who?
Y'all put that dude named Duck.
Duck
in
still won.
Man, he ain't won as many games as Mason.
I don't think he played as many games as Mason, and he was also
Mason's
undrafted.
hey, for the record, Mason's still on the team. Duck ain't been seen since. So
Duck was
What is that
undrafted,
rating?
Mark. Mason, we actually drafted Mason.
And that was a very smart decision.
What?
It was. You play to win the game. Mason won the game for y'all.
He played to win.
You don't believe that junk yourself.
I
And
watched
the sad
Mason
part
win
is
more
you actually
games.
might. That's the bad part.
Mason Rudolph will forever be a winner in my book.
Don't get Deuce too riled up because he got trivia.
Yeah, we know how that ends.
Speaking of that, y'all done on Mac, on good old Mac the Flat?
Yes, sir.
The president spoke. All right, man. That is enough football talk. We're the end of the show. End of the show. Getting ready. Let's go. All right, man. Same old song and dance here. NBA trivia here. Trivia. We got Wall Street, 4-time NBA trivia champion. He has the most NBA trivia titles right now as we speak. He's taking on the Deuce, former champion in his own right. Here we go, man. 7 questions. I will ask 7 questions. Whoever have the most out of the 7 will walk away this Tuesday night with the NBA trivia title. Turn this thing over to good old Howard Uffington.
The following contest is scheduled for one fall, and it is for the Real 2 Sports NBA Trivia Championship.
Thing rolling, man. G, what you got?
The deuce is loose always.
Oh,
the
the Deuce.
Oh my God, the deuce is loose.
The Deuce is loose.
Mr.
President.
That's my good rival over that street. You know what I'm saying? I got to cross the street at all times. That's my guy.
All right, Mr. President, who you got there? You got the VPs or you got Deuce?
Going into today, I was team Deuce all the way, but I don't know. My gut is telling me when it's Dallas versus Pittsburgh with a championship on the line, you go with Dallas. So I'm going with Wall Street.
What streets?
Oklahoma State University education coming out of you right there, Mark.
You better know it. Go Post, baby.
The best thing they got going up there in Stillwater too.
We got 80 more wins in college football since 2015 than Florida.
I'll tell you.
You got the same amount of championships, though. I'll tell you that. And probably less conference championship appearances. I'm going to have to pull that one up, though.
That doesn't count because the Big 12 doesn't have a college title game. I mean, a conference title game.
Okay. Well, here we go.
No. Deuce 81, Mark 0.
Here we go. Streets, you are the champ. You go first, man. Are you ready, sir?
Yes, sir.
Here we go. Who was the youngest scoring leader ever in the NBA season, doing so at the age of 21?
God. Who was the youngest scoring leader ever in the NBA season, doing so at the age of 20? I have no earthly idea. Let me see here. The youngest scoring leader. So I guess that's what they led the league in scoring that year.
That's the
They
rumor.
did it at 21. Hey, I'm gonna have to go with the GOAT. I'm gonna go with MJ.
No, sir.
I knew it won't him.
Deuce.
I don't know. I feel like it's going to be a guy closer to this era. I'm not going to go way back there. They didn't give young cats the rock like that back then.
I know who I was thinking of.
I'm going to go out on a limb. And I'm going to say Kevin Durant.
Kevin Durant it is.
Easy money.
That's crazy.
Kevin Durant it is.
I didn't know he was gonna say KD. I knew. I was like, ain't no way in hell he gonna say KD.
I respect KD. I don't care for him, but I respect him.
He said, "Oh, careful."
We're gonna talk about that different
The
time.
Slim Reaper. The Slim Reaper. All right, that was stolen by the Deuce. Goes back to you, Streets. All right, Street, here we go. How long is a quarter in the NBA? Put it wrong. In the NBA game, how long is a quarter?
That should be 12 minutes.
12 minutes it is. 12 minutes it is. Streets is on the board. Streets is on the board. All right, Deuce. 1-1 here. It's starting off. It's good. It's good. It's good. It's good. Here we go. The Deuce. What team did the Chicago Bulls defeat to win their very first NBA championship in 1991?
The Los Angeles Lakers.
Ooh, wait. All right. He coming for the title, Streets.
He coming for it.
He coming for it.
Left out of my boy Deuce.
Here he come. Here he come. All right, Streets, here we go. In 2020, who are the first opponents in playoff history to each score at least 50 points in the same game?
In 2020, who are
Man, that was a good game.
in playoff history to each score at least 50 points in the same game? I think this happened in the East during the bubble. And I want to say, God damn it. I want to say, I ain't going to get this right, but something making me want to say.
Two players.
It was, what's my man's name? I want to say it was Dame Lillard and Murray. Jamal Murray. God damn it.
No.
I know
Deuce.
who it is.
You was 50% right. It was Jamal Murray and Spider, Donovan Mitchell.
Deuce is up.
Yes. Why did I
The
say
Deuce.
That's
Deuce.
exactly what it was, Deuce.
The
Ah.
Deuce with another steal.
Mm.
Another steal. All right, man. We got 3 to go, Streets. And the score is 3-1 Deuce.
3-1 or 2-1.
All right. 3.
Okay. Oh,
He sounded so defeated, bro. Okay.
so I'm gonna chase him back. I got it. I got this.
He got the first one. I'll go back real quick. He got the first one.
Yeah, he got.
He got the third. He got the Lakers. And then he got Murray. Is that right? Yeah. He got Durant, the Lakers,
and then
and
this
Spider.
one. Yeah. Damn it.
Yeah, that's 3. 3-1. All right, Streets. Here we go. Street.
Go.
Who recently been nicknamed the Process?
That's Embiid.
Joel, it is. Ooh, Street might with a comeback here, Deuce. Gotta get this one. Street might hit the comeback here. 2 to go. Can Streets do it? Here we go, Deuce. Which 2 teams represented their conference in 13 of the 16 NBA Finals from 1998-99 season to 2012-2013 season? Which 2 teams?
Which 2 teams represented their conference in 13 of 16 NBA Finals from 98-99 to 12 and 13? I'm going to have to go with one of the greatest rivalries of sports. I'm going to go with the Boston Celtics and the Los Angeles Lakers.
No.
Okay.
Streets for the comeback. You can tie it up.
13 out of 16. I'm gonna go with the Spurs and the Lakers.
We got a tie.
Oh,
We got a tie. Yeah.
I see the question now. I got you. I got you.
Got a tie here. We got a tie here. All right. All right. Last question. It's on Deuce. Because that was a steal by y'all stealing back and forth here.
I get the ball last.
You get the ball last, baby. Here we go. Due to COVID-19, what city and state were the Toronto Raptors forced to play their home games in 2020 and 2021 season?
I think it was Orlando, Florida.
No. Streets for the win.
Due to COVID, what city and state, the city and the state, were the Raptors forced to play their home games in? Don't feel bad, Deuce, because I have no fucking clue. I'm about to say they were forced to play. They are up north team, so maybe they didn't travel too far from home. I have no earthly idea, host. Let me see what city and state has a team. I know. Let's say it would. I don't know what city and state. So it was in the states that they had to play. Let me say it was Brooklyn, New York. Brooklyn, New York. I don't know.
No. Deuce was in the neighborhood.
Tampa.
I thought about it after the fact.
Yeah.
Damn.
He was in the neighborhood. All right, we going to sudden death here. Sudden death. It's back on you, Deuce. Here we go. Who coached the United States men's basketball team to gold medals in 2008, 2012, and 2016?
It's got to be the GOAT, Greg Popovich.
No.
No? Dang.
Streets for the win.
I'm going to go with Mike Krzyzewski.
Streets
Coach
remain
K.
champions.
It is Coach K. Yeah.
Streets remain.
God dang.
Let's go. I told you I'm going to run back across the street.
That's what I'm talking about, Street. That's what I'm talking about, Street. You made Troy Aikman and Michael Irvin proud, my boy.
Well, look at the heel over here.
Hey, when you the Steelers in Florida, you got haters like that. We used to.
It's funny, Deuce loses on a question involving the state of Florida. God, you love to see it.
It's Tampa.
Yeah,
Not much going on in Tampa right now. So
They got more championships in Florida and Oklahoma State.
Call it Champa Bay.
Yeah, the Lightning and the Buccaneers.
He said he blew a 3-1 lead.
happens to the best of us, Sojo.
Oh boy, we see worse, boy.
Oh
boy, we see no Deuce. This ain't nothing, bro.
You see what I do, nephew?
Take my line, Deuce. You gonna take my line?
Sojo he just made my list now. He was already on it. But
Oh, you just made the list.
you just made the list.
Sojo, you my dog for that, yo. Sojo, my dog.
I see you week 1, Sojo. That's why Trey Lance getting traded to Tampa.
Good Lord, he's taking traded to Tampa.
Oh, it is.
What would that happen for real?
For a hole puncher.
That was a double shot.
Because they ain't got no
Super
quarterback.
Yeah, I mean when you got a former Florida quarterback, this like having none. Right.
It ain't no Oklahoma State quarterback. They wouldn't dead draft one of them.
Hey, bro, that's because y'all got the best one locked up in Pittsburgh.
I hear you.
That's crazy.
Hey, good job,
solid,
Street. I gotta give you that one, bro. I can't give you that one, bro.
Streets, man. My man, Streets, you remain. Finally, you get to retain.
Yes.
Because, boy,
That's my dog,
lose, boy.
Street, you're my dog, man. Proud of you, man.
Street.
Yes. Love it.
The NBA trivia champion still. It remains in Dallas, aka Charlotte.
Hey, it's all right. It's the only championship that's going to Dallas this year anyway, bro. So If it's anybody that's gonna bring it, it might as well be Street.
Deuce, you forget they just won a championship in the calendar year
It's
2023.
just a precursor of what's to come.
What's that?
Luis Perez led them to the XFL championship this year. That's a sports championship in Dallas.
I got you.
Come on, man.
Dang, man.
Hey, we got Purdy. I think so. He'll be mad
He's
at
running
that.
for his life.
Wall Street remains the NBA trivia champion. Congratulations to Wall Street. That was good. That was a good NBA trivia, man. They did not miss that. You don't miss one question. Y'all went to the wire, to the wall. That's what's up.
Yo.
What's up? Host didn't win today. He didn't win today, but nevertheless, man, Wall Street walks away with his title. He remains the NBA trivia champion. And that's our show for today. As always, we want to thank you for watching another episode of Sports to Talk About. Be sure to hit that thumbs up. And you first timers, man, you do the same. Hit that subscribe button and turn on that bell for all notifications. You want to know why? Because you belong right here with us on the Real to Sports podcast. Yes, sir. We got the Flyers man in the land. GC.
Hey, man. Hey, Street, you
man,
put
man.
that cowboy cup in the camera, and I got time to think of that again. The man keep being in touch today. You know, he was my target today, but we had another Mark versus Street segment, so it's cool. Let's slide today. You know, hey, the greatest city y'all see back there, you know what it is.
You already know, baby.
Pick the thumbs up. Come on now, come watch us again.
Yes, sir. You better tell us, G. I'll be down there, baby. Can't wait. Can't wait,
You
man.
know.
Yes, sir. You already know, baby. All right, man. You guys come on back this Saturday. This Saturday, man. We got a whole day of sports fun for you, man. The realness, man. First, we got the Real to Sports Talk Show. But like we do always, man, we will discuss the usual, both NBA and NFL news. And at the end of the show, since we didn't crown a new Real to Sports Group Fantasy Football League champion due to the Damar Hamlin scare, we did not crown a fantasy league champion. So we will have an NFL trivia showdown to determine who would get the very first pick in the 2023 Real to Sports Group Fantasy Football League. And it will be between representing the Philadelphia Eagles, Philadelphia's favorite son, Philly G. Philly G, he will be taking on the flyest man in the land, GC.
I just want to say,
GC.
hope. I
Yes,
went
sir.
back and looked at the score of that game. And he was down 17, making on Devin Singletary. And we all know he wasn't getting 17 that prior week.
No,
But who am I?
no.
You know, he wants to face off, we could have it.
Yeah.
We
My
the
bad.
real champion regardless.
The real champ. So we're going to find out who will get the number one pick in the Real to Sports Fantasy Football League. And that'll be ran by the commissioner, Young Mark himself, man. And right after that, man, we will bring back the Real Man to Man Lounge. The Real Man to Man Lounge will be back, coming back right after the Real to Sports Talk Show, man. That is just a show where grown men get together for one solid hour just to get some stuff out of our chest and talk about some men stuff. So you guys might want to be attuned in that too, man. That's going to be a real show as always. All right, man. So if the podcast panel, are you entertained by Young Mark and Deuce? Because it's always something when these two is on the show. I'll tell you, boy, it's like oil and water with these two. Pittsburgh and Oakland.
I'm about to
Pittsburgh
take
and
my
Oakland.
card away. You be talking nonsense.
Come on, B. You can't take that away after when was the last time you heard me say something bad about the Saints?
But it's not about that, Mark. We're talking about real football opinions. And you would just be going like he was going off the wall with it. That's like I don't understand. Like the Baker Mayfield throw. If the two DBs wasn't in front of the receiver, it'd have been a pick.
That would have been Dak Prescott throwing it. Would have been an interception.
How you gonna drag Dak into this? Dak's
If that would have been Dak Prescott throwing that, it would have been an interception.
Street said, "Don't
If
bring
that would
him
have been Kenny
into
Pickett,
it."
it would have been an interception. But because it was Baker, it wasn't.
I don't think Kenny threw a pick against Oakland or Vegas.
I mean, he never played against Oakland, so
or whoever you are now,
Oh boy,
wherever you're located.
See, ladies and gentlemen, there they go, man. So remember, man, please hit that thumbs up for us, man. And Saturday, the sports talk show. We will be starting 1 p.m. Eastern time, 12 Central, right here on YouTube. And right after that, the Real Man to Man Lounge will be coming at you, man, with some realness, man. Some realness. We're gonna get on up out of here before Mark and Deuce go at it again like Godzilla and King Kong. The flyest man in the land, my man, 504 is in the building. My man. My
You
man.
know what it is.
Yes, sir.
Come back to this one.
The Deuce. 985 is in the building, baby.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Mr. President.
Deucey stole my guy. I wouldn't want to top it up than anybody else.
Oh, always, brother.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. And the champ is still here.
That's right,
Wall
Wall.
Street, man.
We
Wall
still
Street still in the building. He's still here, man. So 1 p.m. Saturday, live here on YouTube, man. We want to see everybody there. Get that live chat jumping. Tell your brother, your sister, your cousin, your mama, your daddy, everybody about the Real Sports Podcast is going down Saturday, 1 p.m. again, right here on YouTube. The saying goes, be safe and stay safe. We out.